Hey Leo, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. Welcome to your love reading, answering the question, how does your partner feel about you? Um, it is for your partner, for someone you're interested in, anyone that you've got a strong focus on romantically, that's who this reading could be for. But generally, it's a love reading, and it is trying to answer questions for you with regards to your love life and what you're experiencing. So it's a message for you from spirit. So it could very well be about the guy that or the girl that you've got like a massive crush on that works in the local restaurant that you go to at lunchtime at work, or maybe they don't even know that you like them, but spirit is here to, give us that information um, about them and how they feel, regardless of if you've even spoken to them or not. I think spirit is intelligent enough to be able to do that. Um, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. um, so, uh, okay, so the first card that we've got is the Five of Swords. This is essentially how your partner currently feels about you at the moment. Subconsciously, we've got the Seven of Cups. So this would say that your partner is maybe quite unsure at the moment. Deep down, maybe he's having some sort of insecurities and has got choices to make, and doesn't maybe know which choices to make. We've then got the Sun card for the near past. So in the near past, this could have been during the summertime. I know that in London right now it's raining, so we're coming to the end of our summer, fortunately. Um, so yeah, this could be like talking about summertime months, so like from May through to August. Um, that you guys could have had a really happy, lovely time together. You might have, become best friends in a way, or really become very fond of each other. And may have felt like you kind of met your soulmate there with the Sun card. The Sun card also represents Leo, so it could be that it could have been, in your birth month, so maybe July through to August, that you met. Maybe it was at a birthday celebration, maybe where you were the kind of center of attention. They might, maybe they caught your eye, or you caught their eye. Okay, so their intentions is the Ace of Coins. So this does talk about somebody who is considering absolutely a more long-term investment in the relationship, um, and wants to make it more real, more solid. This person could also be very interested in their finances at the moment, or that could be a major focus for them with regards to this relationship. We've then got the Two of Coins. So we've got the Ace of Coins to the Two of Coins in the near future. So your partner, or the person, I'm going to keep referring to them as your partner because I can't literally say partner, admirer, I couldn't go through the whole list. That'd be waste time and energy. So yeah, sorry, there's hair. Um, so the Two of Coins would suggest that, again, this is about choices. It looks like this person is finally making a choice towards the end of the month. Um, Maybe around commitment, as it is the Two of Coins. Um, but currently, as they stand, they aren't too sure maybe as to what exactly you have to offer, or what they can offer you, or whether the relationship will work, if you're really compatible, is it infatuation, is it genuine? Like all those kind of questions are there. Like they don't really know what choice to make. They don't have a clue really what's being offered. So they may need some more information. So that might be why we've got the Five of Swords, even though it's generally a card about, as it even says, defeat, arguments, breakups. Um, it really talks about just being really harsh when it comes to love, like being really diplomatic about love, or not diplomatic, but like the whole head over heart thing. Like Five of Swords is like, even though you could have done the right thing and maybe not had that person lose everything, it's like you didn't have a heart about it. It's like a kind of a heartless card where this person may feel like they don't have enough to give. I often find this is related to the poverty mentality as well. I call this the poverty mentality card in my own mind. So it's someone who doesn't feel like they have a lot to give, so they have to kind of get everything that they can, and that they can't lose, because maybe they will lose everything, or uh, they may just really like to win. But this person may have had like the upper hand in some way, like had than more information than you, but somehow had the upper hand, so they were able to defeat you in some way. Or they could just be feeling really defeated. And as I was going to say initially, is a swords card, and with this confusion, it could be that this person's really quite protective of their heart at the moment, doesn't really trust people. Um, um, and just generally maybe seeking more information as well. Doesn't trust the information that they've been given. They they need more information. I hope that was clear. Okay, so then we have got the magician card, which clarifies this card, the Five of Swords. So again, this is a mercurial card. This is about thinking, how they think, mind over matter, knowing more, information gathering, that kind of energy, that kind of vibe of mind over matter. Because this really is a card about mind over matter. The Magician card constantly, is a reminder that we are, um, human beings. Like we have the power to, use all these resources to make magic happen, to make things happen, to change things. So like this is a card about empowerment, but also a reminder that it is ruled by the planet Mercury. There, if you can see that right at the bottom there. So it being ruled by Mercury, I think this person definitely is in their headspace. Could be a bit of a manipulator as well with these two cards together. Definitely after looking after themselves and seeing what they can get out of things. They could be a bit of a player and they don't want to lose. Okay, so to clarify the Seven of Cups, we've got the Tower card. This person I don't think looks like he or she's very good news, even though we do see them making a decision in the near future. I don't see this card as being a good news card, especially with being clarified by I feel a lot of harshness. This person's harsh, they're blunt. This is even an Aquarius card, and then we've got Venus in Aquarius here, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius um, as well, someone who's very much in their mind, relies on logic to solve moral dilemmas, or they won't even necessarily use compassion, and they more have compassion for the group than the individual. And so in that sense, they're quite detached from individual, or can be. It's that kind of energy. Can be quite detached from their feelings. So yeah, this person may be kind of experiencing new feelings with you, especially if they felt this way about you in the beginning. It could be that they're just really scared. They're trying to be kind of controlling in a sense. I feel wanting to kind of determine the, sorry about my hair, guys. I'm really not doing this on purpose. I need to get a clip or something. But it looks like this person could be playing a game a little bit because they're trying to protect their heart, and maybe a little bit controlling, wanting to make sure things turn out how they want them to. They do not want to be defeated. If anything, they will defeat you, kind of thing. They may see you as a bit of a threat, especially as a Leo. You are very big, usually in personality, and that's how it is. Like people might feel threatened by you, and I'm sure you've experienced that. Sorry if this music is a bit loud. But yeah, with the Tower card here, it's like this person may be coming in to really, if this person could be lying. I feel this person's like, their intentions is to maybe conceal the truth, in such a big way, like build. This card is about like a building coming down, usually in the traditional deck, that was built on very bad foundations, and so therefore, it all came tumbling down. It's like building something on a lie, kind of thing. And this person may be kind of trying to build something on a lie, even though they're building something that could be quite meaningful to other people. For it to just be a big lie would be quite devastating, and that's what I feel this person is like, kind of, that's their whole subconscious drive, is to, I think, pull the wool over people's eyes, not be clear. They're not clear on a lot of things themselves. With the Seven of Cups here, they could have been through a lot of hurt, I think, in the past, and been let down a lot in their past, and been lied to a lot in their past, and or been really disappointed in the past. So yeah. Okay, so in the near past, to clarify the Sun card, we've got the Princess of Discs, which is also the Page of Discs in the traditional decks. So this is someone that is very earthy, very practical, very focused on money, possibly starting something new as well, as it is a page, taking sort of interest in something new, maybe wanting to make a commitment. So I think in the near past, this person may have wanted to make a commitment with you, although very tentative, kind of, they maybe wanted to get to know you better, wanted to see if maybe it could work, but they definitely felt like a strong emotional pull towards you. But it looks like they're dealing with a lot on the inside, with the Tower card being in their subconscious. It's like they are still not even sure where they stand in themselves. So this person, I feel, is going through a lot of inner turmoil for whatever reason. But they do, I think in the past, they have really liked you, and they have wanted to kind of get to know you better and see what you do have to offer, and see if they can have something serious with you. So then we've got the Five of Wands, which clarifies the Ace of Coins. So for me, this card, to clarify this tells me this person is in some sort of conflict. The Five of Wands is someone usually that's got some sort of inner conflict going on, where again they don't want to be seen to lose, they want to be seen to win. And it could be that being with you, they're winning. It could also mean that being with you, that they kind of have this upper hand over you, or they have the last word over you, or something like that. And that for them, I feel, yeah, they kind of want rules, kind of a structure maybe to be put in place with you two, where I feel this person has some sort of upper hand. Okay, so to clarify the Two of Coins, we have got the Princess of Swords. And I was thinking when this would come up, because this person, I feel, was quite curious, and this is someone who does not trust things on face value. They're very curious. It could be seen as not trusting. It could also just seem as someone who's really inquisitive and just got lots of questions, is really curious about everything, and likes to learn lots of new things, and likes to read and likes to talk, and it's very, very busy when it comes to their mind, but in a childlike kind of way. So again, this person, I feel, we've got two pages here. So this person probably is kind of going through some sort of learning kind of period, starting afresh in a lot of ways. So they might be trying to get away from this, this whole feeling of not trusting things, not knowing what to expect. I think this person's been let down in the past, which could cause them to be quite manipulative right now. So, they say hurt people, isn't it? It's kind of can be a kind of negative thing to say. I mean, we all get hurt, and we're not all kind of hurtful people. And we do have self-control, but it kind of goes that way. When someone has been hurt, they tend to be more inclined to maybe be more overprotective of their heart, which could mean that they're quite blunt with other people, which can be quite hurtful. Or they could be really untrusting and jealous because of past hurts, which again could hurt their partner, for their partner assuming the worst about them. So it could be something like that, where this person just is kind of showing their ugly side at the moment, because they actually are going through a lot and they just really don't trust things. They don't feel like they know you enough. They don't feel like they can trust just letting themselves go. They have to kind of keep control over things, and they have to be seen to win. They want to be seen to win. Um, but it looks like, with their intentions here, though, with the Ace of Coins, it looks like they do intend. They want something real. They want something solid. They do want that. But it's like with the Five of Wands here, it's like, yeah, but I want to have the last word and I've got things to say. And to me, this just always talks about someone having the last word, and kind of control issues, not on the more lighter end of things, but still wanting to be in charge and have the last word because they know best. And that's it, So, okay, so essentially for you, we have got the Hierophant card. So you feel like this person is someone that you possibly could have a long-term relationship with. You feel very comfortable with this person. You don't feel like there's any surprises with this person. This person could be older than you. You could be older than them as well. With the Hierophant card, they could be very much the leader in a sense, and you could kind of look up to them in a way. They could know a lot more than you, and you may really appreciate that. The Hierophant card also talks about you sticking to your own values as well. So you may find yourself going through a bit of a learning curve about what your values are and remembering that. And I think especially with this other person having quite strong ideas about what they want from the relationship, I think out of a place of fear and not knowing more than anything, it's like I think you currently are kind of having to kind of stand your ground and kind of dig your heels in a little bit and kind of knowing exactly where you stand, so you can't be too swayed, although you obviously, most people are happy to compromise to a certain extent to keep the peace or to at least work with and respect, your partner's feelings. I think you are trying to do that, but you're also trying to not get too far off to the point where you're uncomfortable. Okay, then we've got the Nine of Coins, and this is where you currently are subconsciously. So subconsciously, you feel very self-sufficient. You feel like you have everything but love, possibly, like work may be going really well. Even you may have lots of admirers. Like there's nothing that you want. Like at the moment, subconsciously, you feel very full. You feel very confident, very secure. You feel good money-wise. You may not have a lot of money, but you still feel good about it. Like you're going places, you might have a plan. But this is just a very self-assured, very self-secure kind of position. And it's also got to do with pampering. So you may be kind of looking after yourself as well. So subconsciously, you're really in a place where you are protecting yourself too, in a way, like you're making sure that you're comfortable again. So this whole you wanting to be comfortable is already kind of becoming a little bit of a theme of you kind of having to stand your ground and know what makes you happy, and that's what you're concerned about with the Nine of Coins here. So in the near past, you had this is how you felt about your partner. We've got the Hermit card. So in the near past, I mean, there's a lot of major arcanas here as well. Wow. So it's like in the near past, it was quite intense. You may have felt like you really had a deep connection with this person, and it looks like it was really kind of maybe budding and blossoming. The Hermit card does talk about quite an internal experience, kind of internal kind of revelations maybe as well. Again, this focus on self. There's another focus on self here. The Hermit card isn't a self card, but it is very much a focus on self, about your journey, kind of focusing, becoming a bit more single-minded about things, and not being kind of too scattered. So it looks like you may have kind of started on that journey where you did become very focused, or maybe ask a lot of questions within yourself, as to how to proceed in this relationship. You may have felt very lonely. Maybe this person kind of left you to your own devices a lot of the time. But then through that, you've actually gained a lot of strength. You've now kind of more clearly know where you stand and what you stand for. It's definitely a very deep experience in the past, which really helped you kind of focus on what was important when it comes to this relationship. Okay. So we've got the Eight of Swords here for your intentions. This is about not wanting to move forward, feeling trapped, not being able to make your mind up on something because of fear, being stifled because of fear, repetitive thoughts that tend to keep you locked in a very negative way of thinking or stunt your growth. Too much, it's like scattered energy. Again, we're kind of over here, it was like you're in the past, current, your intentions is quite focused, but then your intentions possibly is to consider. This is also, the antidote to this card is to consider maybe someone else's opinion, or to think a bit outside the box to kind of get yourself out of the situation that you're in. So I think that you intend to maybe face your fears in some way, and to take maybe a leap of faith, maybe to move forward, to take that step. But you have a lot of things that you want to consider, I think, before you do take that step. Because at the moment, I feel that there's a bit of fear around you wanting to move forward. Then we've got the Seven of Swords in the near future for how you will feel about this person. So you may feel like this person has the Seven of Swords usually talks about like lying and deceits and trying to get away with something and hiding things and secretiveness and maybe sometimes investigating things. So you yourself could be feeling the same as this person as being the Prince, because this is their cards, and then this is your cards, your card. So we've got them a bit undecided, asking lots of questions, and then we've got you here as well in the near future, where you maybe have questions, and maybe you're sneaking around trying to find out information about this person, or maybe you're being a bit elusive. Maybe you're not being as easy to, maybe you're understanding that there's a bit of a game being played here. And it's also about playing games. You see me now you don't see me. It's that kind of playing a game. And I feel, yeah, that's probably what's happening in the near future. I feel that you maybe do get a bit defensive, and you do start to maybe realize that you need to kind of keep your wits about you, because you're dealing with a magician. Maybe the questions this person is asking is all about money. You're quite comfortable, it looks like, especially with the Hierophant being central to you. And also the Hermit card as well is ruled by Virgo. And then we've got, and that's another Earth or money energy. So it could be this person is very interested in you, kind of your financial status, or maybe concerned that they're going to be used. Maybe in the past they've been used. Maybe they got caught up in their emotions, and maybe that's what they really like about you as well, is that you are maybe quite independent, but they are still quite like unsure, most definitely, as to whether to proceed or not. For them, it is about balance. They can't seem to appreciate. It's hard for them, I think, because this card is about appreciating the good and the bad in this particular deck. We've got Jupiter here. This is the glyph for Jupiter, and then we've got the glyph for Capricorn at the bottom there. So this is Jupiter in Capricorn. This talks about, you know, having something good, but then something bad happen, you know, or being told that you got into the best university, but it means you have to move and be away from someone for like 3 years. You know, or you do fall in love with someone, but then it turns out that they aren't what you expected, or they turn out to be more hard work. It becomes more of a job than an enjoyable experience. So this person seems to be in a bit of state of flux, maybe as to whether or not this is going to be a good or bad thing. What do they stand to lose? So that's probably why they're in this kind of like really kind of almost manipulative state, where they're kind of trying to control things by asking lots and lots of questions and make sure they make the right, you know, moves after getting those answers to those questions. But it looks like you here with the Seven of Swords that you may even give up. You know, this is also a card that's called futility. So it could be that you give up on it in a little way, in a way where it's like you become a lot more witty and keep your wits about you. When dealing with them in the future, you could, as I said, you could start playing games as well, where you could start hiding parts of yourself, or only tell them things you want to tell them, because you kind of maybe realize that they're asking just so many questions that might be making you feel a bit uncomfortable and a bit kind of intruded upon, if that makes sense. So at the base of the deck, we do have the Nine of Cups, so that's really positive. So overall, your lesson is just to make yourself happy. That's what the Nine of Swords is saying in this reading. So the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, is that you are very happy. You have everything that you want. And I think these cards are saying to you that, you know, you may be looking for happiness outside, but actually don't do that, because you've got a lot of happiness already around you that you've attained independently or prior to this relationship. So just a reminder to focus on your own happiness, to realize your own achievements, to continue to love and pamper and look after yourself, and to put yourself first. And that's basically what you're doing here in the near future with the Seven of Swords. You're kind of putting yourself first. You're, you know, willing to kind of play a little bit dirty too, but not in like a really dirty way. When I say dirty, I mean like not in a really kind of callous way. You're more just trying to use your wits and remain emotionally detached, because really your happiness is not going to come from this person, it's from yourself. And that's what the cards are saying. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards here for you, Leo, from now, which is August the 26th, right through to September the 30th. Some cards here for Leo and their relationship. Okay, so spiritual advice is a brunette female. Your obstacles is the past love. So the obstacle probably is past hurt. What brings you together is a mature woman. This could be that you're accomplished and independent, and that's what actually brings you together. Like I said, he or she may really appreciate the fact that you are independent and that you're self-sufficient and you have everything that you want and need and don't really need anyone else. And that's what this card says to me as well, is someone who's very self-sufficient, can make themselves happy, can entertain themselves, they know what they like, what they don't like, you know, all of that stuff. So using this person as short-term, your lesson that you're learning is short-term, sorry. So you're learning about things maybe that don't last forever, but still being very happy within. We've then got the Twin Flame card. This is their lesson. So they're learning about, I think through this experience, they're really having to dig quite deep, you know, and that's why they've got their major arcanas everywhere. for them. And also this card, I think they are going for a major transformation. I would say twin flame relationships are very much like the Tower card from what I've heard. Luckily, I haven't had to experience anything like that too much anyway. Um, but I've heard the twin flame relationships are not for the faint-hearted. So yeah, because it really kind of makes you face a lot of your demons. So I've heard. So yeah, I feel like they are having to face a lot of their demons at the moment. You see them as a soulmate. They see you as past life. At the base, we do have union there. So there is definitely a good friendship here. I think you guys have got a good connection here. This person obviously really appreciates you because you're mature, you're independent, and they like that. The obstacle is their past hurts. So when I pull these additional cards out, it just helps me to further clarify what I've already kind of picked up from the original reading, just in case you're wondering what I was doing. But this is like another spread that I do as an overlay that just helps to further confirm any messages that came through, so we know which messages to kind of throw away, which ones to kind of keep or to look at more closely. So yeah, this person does see you as the past life. So again, I think they're really moved by you. If they are spiritual, it's like they are thinking like, wow, this person's coming to my life at just the right time. Like they're learning about twin flames. They're having those kind of feelings where you're really, this whole experience is kind of really changing their world. And that might be why they're very defensive, because maybe they do really like you. And I think often we are brought into each other's lives to, you know, learn new things and to face our demons and to make us better people. So, you know, be careful what you wish for. Maybe this person is wishful like to get over this emotional hang up they have, and you know, maybe you've come in. And the spiritual advice, it is the brunette female. So this is to me an earth energy. This talks to me about kind of looking after yourself, pampering yourself, knowing that, you know, it's you that holds the reins here as well. I feel it's reminding you, Leo, that you hold the reins here, because this to me is a very beautiful character in this deck. And, you know, beauty holds a lot of power. And I think that you are being reminded here that, you know, it's you are the attraction, you are the prize. So don't forget to do the whole looking after yourself thing and not, you know, not putting yourself second in any way or relying on somebody else for your happiness. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull just a few more cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm thinking my layout is getting a bit predictable or too familiar. Sorry about that. So I may change it. Just let me know if you think I should change it. Okay, so these cards fell out. I'm going to take them. So we've got round and rounds. We've then got the fates. And then we've got no place like home. So no place like home talks about being comfortable. I think this person is quite comfortable where they are. I don't think they want to move. But obviously your beauty, their attraction to you, I think it's pulling them out of their comfort zone. And you as well. I think you may be also, why is my chain all going? Maybe you're also kind of having a similar kind of experience, in a sense where you are also being challenged to come out of your comfort zone. But the difference is that it's actually you need to kind of maybe hold your ground a little bit more, because this person may be trying to take you down a road where they feel comfortable, which satisfies their insecurities, which could leave you feeling quite defeated. So I think it's, you know, don't sacrifice too much. I think you're being reminded here. And that, you know, there is no place like home. You know, home is where the heart is. And, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, your home within is to be, is to be protected and respected, and it's important, and you should never kind of compromise on that. I wish I could find the word sometimes. Okay, so then we got the faith. This is talking about the twin flames and the past life energy that your partner is bringing to the reading. It's just a very fated relationship. I think that you guys were possibly karmically tied as well here. And then we've got round and round, which again could be talking about a karmic tie where you guys constantly kind of meet each other over and over again throughout your lifetimes. Or it could also mean that it's just time to try something new. With round and round, it's like it's time to break that cycle, if there's a cycle. So I feel like these cards are really, the middle card is about you, but I think this card is really trying to tell you about this person, that this is a fated time for them. They are to hopefully grow out of this situation, rather than to remain stifled and insecure. Yeah, and that might be why you're learning about short term. You may feel like they're a soulmate. The universe is funny like that. Like, it will bring in someone that you feel is your soulmate, but it's really just to draw that person in so that that person can learn a lesson. But it's not maybe a soulmate relationship. It could be more of a karmic relationship, and you're learning about maybe short-term karmic relationships this month. But your happiness is within. It's not without, so don't worry too much. The Three of Wands also means that it is a waiting game, that something good will come. Don't lose faith in yourself. Still know that you're a winner, and you've done your bit. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to extend yourself. You don't have to put in all this huge amount of effort. You can sit back and wait, and the right thing will come, because the hard work, you may think that the hard work maybe in getting a relationship or getting a partner is to like put lots of effort into it, but really it's about putting effort into yourself and then just waiting, and the right person will come. We've then got the Queen of Swords, which does talk a little bit as well about putting more thought into the choices that you make. As a Leo, you may be someone who definitely follows their heart, like what feels good, that's what you're going to do. If you like, that person is fun to be around, then you're going to kind of go down, hold hands and skip down the road together, kind of thing. And the Queen of Swords is like saying, well, does this person deserve my time? What am I getting out of this? She's very kind of dry about things and starts asking all these very relevant but not very fun questions that she will zap the fun out of things, and then laugh about it. So yeah, it's kind of like asking you to be a little less heart-led and a little more, add a bit more thought to your decisions. Because I think this person is going to be very smart. They have got this mercurial energy. You are being asked to be smart at the end of the reading. The Queen of Swords again is asking you to be smart. So being the Queen of Swords is someone who is quite detached. So it looks like, yeah, the cards are just reaffirming that, yes, to be detached, don't worry too much, the right person will come if this isn't the person. And yeah, just keep yourself happy, because it's really in keeping yourself happy, yourself pampered, your nails done, your hair done, your clothes looking nice, or you go into yoga or doing the exercise, or you meditating, or whatever work it is you're doing on yourself, is to keep on doing that, and the right person will come along. And it'll be a choice that when this person does come along, and we do get another opportunity, you should make choices based on whether or not this person actually meets your standards and actually does fit into your own ideals and your own values and your own belief systems and all of that kind of stuff. So this person is testing your belief systems, I think, and yeah, you've been asked to kind of not look to them to kind of make you happy in any way, because it will throw you off, and you don't need to do that. This is their lesson, not yours. So kind of stand your ground or keep your wits about you. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you'd like your own reading, you can email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to carry out a reading for you. Okay, so until then, or until next month or next time, take good care. Bye.